defend their shores. A serpent driven from their underground cities. Joining together, we gave birth to a mighty organization, the Vigil. We're proud that you have chosen to serve alongside us. Your mentor will be Ford, one of our finest soldiers and the most stalwart Norn I know. He'll teach you to fight with the Vigil. The Vigil was created to fight the dragons, to destroy them before they destroy us. Some must fight so that all may be free. Welcome to the Vigil. My name is Almora Soulkeeper. I've founded this order. I'm its general until I die in battle, or they find someone better. Your representative sent me a letter saying that you were the best they'd ever seen. I look forward to seeing you prove that.
I'll do my best, General. I'm dedicated to fighting the dragons. Just show me where to fight.
I like you already, recruit. I've assigned you to War Master Forgil Kernson for training.
Look here, young one. I don't care what you've done in the past. The Vigil needs heroes, not tale-tellers. It's what you do today, not yesterday, that matters to me. Understood?
Yes, War Master.
If you give each other a chance, I think you'll get along just fine. Now to business. Renegades are threatening the treaty negotiations between Kryta and the Iron Legion. The Vigil needs to ensure that the treaty goes through. Those two nations need to be fighting the dragons, not each other. You'll be dealing with Commander Samuelson, leader of the Ebon Vanguard and avid treaty supporter. Head to Ebonhawk and stop those renegades.
Welcome to Ebonhawk, recruit. By Raven's wings, what in the mists is happening here?
It's the Vigil. Thank Balthazar you're just in time. I'm Samuelson, Wade Samuelson, commander of Ascalon.
I'm War Master Kernson, and this is my new recruit. Give me a status report.
Here's the problem. A bunch of Char renegades smuggled explosives into the city. They're trying to blow up one of the outer walls. The Ebon Vanguard stopped the demolition team, but renegade forces are attacking everywhere, from here to the Central Plaza.
That sounds like a blood-covered mess, Commander. How can we help?
We have to get to the city Central Plaza. Turn right, head down the road and through the crossing. You'll see a big statue at the center of the square. Once we take the square, the Vanguard can do the rest. But without a rally point, we're falling apart.
Who are these renegades? What do they want with Ebonhawk?
They're Char who disobeyed the orders of the High Legions. These idiots would rather die than make peace with humans, and they're dangerous.
We'll capture the plaza, Commander, and teach a lesson to any renegades we find along the way. Ready, recruit? Move out! Ebonhawk.
Your timing was perfect, War Master Kernson. I can't thank you enough. The renegades are getting bolder. This is the first time they've ever tried to bomb the fortress from the inside.
New tactics may signify a new leader. You think they finally found a shot caller with half a brain?
Think it. I know it. He's a Char named Ajax Anvilburn, and that rotter's a thorn in my side.
Do you know anything about Anvilburn? Some way we could track him down and stop him?
Scouts tell us the renegades have a camp outside Ebonhawk, but my troops are tied up defending the treaty location. The Ebon Vanguard hasn't had a chance to check it, but if I had to guess, I'd say either he's there or his soldiers are.
We'll take a look, Commander. Ill-disciplined thugs like these should be easy to find.
What to do now?
Hey there, kid. Remember to bring your weapon?
I'm ready to fight. And don't call me kid.
Ha! Got some spark in you, eh, recruit? Good to see. We'll need it if we're gonna stamp out these renegades. Get ready to move, and keep your voice low. If we're lucky, we can catch these bootjacks sleeping.
You really think we'll be lucky?
Kid, we both know that kind of luck doesn't exist. Still, try to take prisoners if you can. We'll need them to give us information if Anvilburn isn't there.
So we just run in there and yell, "Hello, bad guys, surrender or die."
Look here, whelp. There's a time for strategy and there's a time for kicking the door down. We don't need tactics against this rabble. We just need force.
Yes, sir, War Master.
Right then. Don't worry about hello. Just skip straight to surrender or die. Now move out. You shuck-brained cur! Where's Ajax Anvilburn? We know he's behind the attacks on Ebonhawk. Spill!
You just missed him. He left this morning. He's on his way to kill some worthless human named Duran. They're setting an ambush at Summit Peak. They'll kill Duran, then leave the bloody knife with old Steel Crusher. We're killing two peace lovers with one trap.
Ashes and snow? He means Minister Kent Duran, the Crichton ambassador. I bet Steel Crusher's the ambassador for the High Legions.
You're Vigil, aren't you? Ha! Ajax will be sorry he missed killing you. Tell his human-loving mother, Almora, that one day we'll spit on her grave.
Almora's Ajax's mother?
That's above your pay grade, recruit. Forget you heard anything about it.
Forget? I can't just forget. Don't you think that's important?
Whatever happened to discipline? Kids these days. All right, fine, but not here and not now. We'll talk about it later. Right now we have to evac before more renegades show up. Leave this coward to rot and die alone. Let's get back to Ebonhawk and warn Samuelson about Ajax's plan.
Who are you people? Commander Samuelson didn't mention an escort, and you certainly don't look like Vanguard.
We're with the Vigil. We know about the attack planned for Minister Duran. We're here to make sure you reach him in time.
An escort? I'm a soldier of the Ebon Vanguard. I don't need babysitters.
We're not babysitters. We're tourists. Traveling the same road, taking in the same scenery, and beating the ever-living crap out of the same idiots as you. You look like a fine sergeant. Are you really going to tell us where we can't go and who we can't beat up on such a nice day?
I have to get this message to the minister. I don't have time for this. Just keep up or I leave you behind. Head out for Summit Peak, and don't slow down. So Vigil's my escort? Please, it's critical that you hear this. Commander Samuelson sent me from Ebonhawk. You're both in terrible danger.
Danger? Slow down, Sergeant. Take a deep breath and tell me what's going on.
Ajax Anvilburn and his renegades are going to ambush you. They plan to assassinate Minister Duran and blame the attack on Ambassador Steel Crusher.
Well, we can't let that happen, can we? Duran, can you fight?
Not as well as a Char, but I can hold my own. We could take cover at Summit Peak up ahead. Having the high ground would be in our favor. The camp is a defensible location. If the renegades don't know we're prepared, we could turn the tables on them when they attack.
With all due respect, Minister, the best defense is usually a good offense. I recommend we find the traitor's base and destroy Ajax before he can strike.
The Vigil were the ones to uncover this plot. With due respect, sirs, I think we should let them decide if we choose ambush or assault.
For the love of... Recruit! Talk some sense into this woman. She's more stubborn than a goat shaman.
Forgel, these are renegades. They're nothing but an unruly mob, and they're trapped in a cave with only one exit. If you seriously think this'll be a fight, then maybe you should start thinking about retiring, old man.
Watch it, soldier, or I'll old man you into the ground. These are Char, and they know we're coming. They've chosen a defensible point, and they've had time to fortify. If you go in recklessly, you're just going in to die.
A wise man taught me there's a time for strategy and there's a time for kicking the door down. I'd listen to him if I were you.
Looks like you learned quick, recruit. Good. Now listen here, Sergeant. We're going to stick together as a unit, so we aren't picked off one by one. We go in slow and careful, and watch out for surprises. Recruit, I'm putting you on point. Tell me when you're ready to advance. Go.
You were right, War Master. The renegades were ready for us.
No, they just thought they were ready for us. They couldn't stand against the Vigil.
I don't understand those renegades. It's hard to believe anyone in Tyria would work against peace. With the dragons out there, we can't afford to be divided.
Some people can't see past their own noses. It's a good thing we can. This treaty will help even the odds against Zaitan. Count on it. You did well, recruit. You learn quickly, you adapt, and you know when to put hammer to steel. I wasn't sure I'd like you when we started this operation. Amora kinda twisted my arm to take you on, said you were special. But damned if you didn't live up to every word she said. You aren't like the rest of these young'uns hanging around the Order. I'm field promoting you to Crusader, but don't let it go to your head.
I won't, old man. And thank you. It's an honor to work with you too.
Old man, huh? Don't push your luck.
Kryta and the Iron Legion.
I hope they manage to create a lasting peace, General. We can't defeat the dragons unless both nations work together. General, may I ask a question? Ajax Anvilburn, he was your son, is that correct?
Stand down, Crusader! That's none of your...
No, War Master. I'll answer the question. After all the two of you went through, the Crusader deserves that much. Ajax was my son. As is our custom, I didn't raise him. I left him at the Farrar, and he found me again after my warband was slaughtered by a dragon. I tried to explain to him why I founded the Vigil, but he said I was wasting my time. He never really understood the threat the dragons pose. Like many in the legions, Ajax never looked beyond the Char. I will grieve for my son, but I will not look back.
I'm sorry for your loss, General, but Tyria is safer because of your sacrifices.
Thank you. I agree.
General Soulkeeper, I'd like to request that the Crusader be permanently assigned as my partner.
That's a surprise, Forgo. Are you going soft on me?
I don't have time to break in anyone else. All right, I admit it. We work well together.
Consider yourself so assigned. Crusader, I've briefed Forgel on some options for your next mission. Speak with him, and then decide.
quickly.
I feel strong!
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
You there! We're from the Vigil, and we're here about the sacrifices. We heard you talking to that guard. Maybe we can help.
I don't know, but I do need help. My brother was our champion. He offered himself as a sacrifice to save our village. They say it is an honor, but the champions never return, and we just keep sending more. I want to rescue my brother before it's too late.
Maybe we can help each other. If you get us in to speak with your leaders, we'll come with you to save your brother.
I can do that. I'd do anything to have my brother back. Come this way. This way, if we want to save him. This thing is not my brother. My brother was a hero, a champion. The undead turned him into this. And it was the priests who sent him here. Unforgivable.
Yes, it's shameful. Each village champion becomes another undead soldier in the dragon's army. We have to stop this.
Then we'll need to prove it. Take the head from this undead thing. When the priests and chiefs see it, they'll have to believe us.
I admire your determination. Such a shocking display would be very persuasive. Leave the rest to us.
You crossed the line. We must speak to the High Priestess. We have proof that the champions are being killed and turned into undead.
I've seen your proof, but the High Priestess is not here. She's gone to prepare for the procession. She doesn't know Sabiti, and she's tired of hearing this from you. She'll say that head could be anybody's and dismiss you as a troublemaker.
We took it straight from the undead thing Sabiti had become. What will it take to prove your sacrifices are actually making things worse? This is pointless. Come on, Ikniu. We'll have to find another way to convince your leaders.
The tournament is nearly over, but there's still time for you to participate. You must beat 3 challenges: vision, words, and might. And unless the High Priestess says otherwise, you must beat them alone.
The Vigil stands ready. As senior officer, I'll observe as the Crusader here beats your challenges.
This is a sacred ceremony. Who brings these outsiders here?
I do. The Vigil sent us a contestant who would gladly serve as our champion.
The Vigil? We need nothing from them. We will secure the Sun God's blessing on our own.
But isn't it true that all who live are beloved by the Sun God? Why can't a willing outsider compete?
Ikniu is right. If an outsider earns the Sun God's favor, then an outsider shall be our champion. Let the God decide.
Listen to me! Your previous champions have all been turned into undead. They are now slaves and soldiers for the dragon's army. Silence! The sacrifice of champions has kept us safe because the Sun God wills it so.
You're wrong. The undead haven't attacked you because they're raising an army. And when that army is large enough, it will find you and wipe your village off the map.
The Sun God chose these outsiders. They speak for the Sun God. We must fortify the village and defend ourselves.
No! They will not spoil the ritual. If the champion will not be our sacrifice, then I shall. I will protect the village, even if no one else will.
If you think that's best, Priestess. But I don't see the need. We are going to fortify the village and make a stand with our new champion here.
Those creatures are certainly stubborn. Dedicated, You've been busy. And these are actually solid defenses. How long until they're ready?
Not long. I will not let this village die because I could not see such an obvious threat.
I've learned to rise above my mistakes. You should too, Chief. The enemy is cunning, relentless. Identifying them as a threat is the first step toward victory.
I'm grateful that you opened my eyes. Now I must see to the main gate. I sent my best scout to observe the enemy, and he should be back soon. It would help the villagers to see you standing with us. Would you check the rest of our defenses and make sure they're done? Gone. Our homes, our hunting grounds, our breeding grounds, all gone. But it would have been worse without the vigil.
True, it could have been worse. But this is just a sliver of the dragon's power. Unless we all work together, this will happen to all of Tyria.
Then send for me when you need allies against the dragons, and I will come. For my brother and my village, I owe you that much.
You bet your happy Hylek head. When the time comes, defeating the dragons will take every soldier we can muster. We're expected back at headquarters, but you frog folk have earned my respect. I wish you luck in finding your new home.
Just one confirmation of how great I am. Stay down. What to do now?
Fogel told me what happened, Crusader. I'm proud that you saved so many innocents. You've shown the strength of your resolve. I'm promoting you to War Master. Effective immediately.
Thank you, General. It's my honor to serve the Vigil.
I wish I could give you a proper ceremony before you go back in the field, but we have a critical issue at hand. People in Lion's Arch are disappearing without explanation. I need you both to look into it.
With all due respect, General, isn't that a job for the Lion Guard?
Ordinarily, yes. But some of the missing people are Lion Guard. Worse, we've lost contact with one of our Vigil tacticians stationed there.
That makes it our problem. Understood, ma'am. What areas should we survey, and what should we be looking for?
I recommend you start with the sewers. That's where those Lion Guard were last seen.
I've seen plenty.
What in the name of the mists was that thing?
I've only seen such a creature once before, at Port Stalwart, just before the Orion Dragon destroyed the town, years ago. It's a special kind of scout for Zaitan. If that creature's here, then there's an undead army advancing on Lion's Arch.
Wait, are you sure about that, Forgel?
Dead sure. We don't have time to go back and report to Almora, or even send for Vigil backup. I'll head for Claw Island to warn the Lion Guard. Meet me there as soon as you can.
What's on Claw Island?
The Claw Island fortress stands in the harbor of Lion's Arch. It's the last defense against invasion from the sea. If Zaitan's going to attack the city, its minions will have to fight their way past the fort.
My father died in battle, as did his father.
Thank you for meeting with us, Watch Commander Talon. We have grave news. One of Zaitan's minions breached the city. We destroyed it, but the creature was likely scouting for a much bigger force. An attack is imminent.
A what? That's extremely unlikely. We've seen no sign of an impending attack. If there was to be one, we'd know of it.
Is that you, Forgle? Well met, old man. Are you still fighting for the Vigil?
Traherne! Ah, by Snow Leopard Shadow, you're a sight for sore eyes. With you on our side, we've got a fighting chance. I want you to meet my partner, one of the bravest war masters in my order. My friend, this is Traherne, one of the Sylvari Firstborn. He's Tyria's foremost scholar on Zaitan and Ore. I've been trying to recruit him for years.
Commander Talon, I can confirm their information. Zaitan's servants are indeed approaching. A fleet of dead ships has launched from the Straits of Devastation. The Risen sail beneath a cloak of stealth.
Whatever you've seen, it can't be a real threat. Claw Island can withstand any assault. Speak with my commanders, Brack and Mira. Once you review our defenses, you'll realize there's nothing to fear.
We need a medic over here! Commander Talon, hold on. You'll be all right.
Quiet, Mira. Soldiers don't need lies. Retreat to the city. Tell the Commodore we did all we could.
By your will, Commander. I swear to you, this isn't over.
Mira, the island is overwhelmed. We have to evacuate the Lion Guard and ignite the watchtowers to warn the city.
No, you'll never make it to the beacon with these risen monstrosities chasing you. We'll have to fight our way back. The Lion Guard will make a stand in the courtyard while you go for the tower. God's willing, the Risen will be too busy fighting us to stop you.
Your bravery is commendable, Deputy Mira, but your soldiers cannot survive a protracted battle against this many undead.
It's the duty of every Lion Guard to lay down our lives to protect our city. If that's what it takes, that's exactly what we'll do. We'll rally in the courtyard. You light the warning beacons. Now go!
By the spirits! I never thought I'd see one of those! Quick, attack!
My eyes! My eyes! I can't see! My cornea, it burns! Air!
The dragon servants will never let our ship sail. If they surround the docks, they'll slaughter us, and Zaitan's forces will grow.
Our soldiers are too injured to fight. They can barely walk. We can't form a defense and still get them all aboard.
I